All right, I'm gonna burn another one too. Um, kind of feel inspired. The words that I have always been horrified, horrified by, scared to death by, terrified by, is something that you would never, well, maybe you could possibly guess it if you look at my history and stuff, but it was always okay, it's 10 words. I just measured it out. I counted it out. What do you want to do with your life? Maybe I screwed it up. I made only 9. Ever since I heard that in 7th grade, man, I don't know if I can even describe to you the the insomnia, the migraines, the headaches, the anxiety, the panic, the irritability. It just goes on and on and on of how I've always, always dreaded those words, dreaded them. Kind of still dread them to this day. What do you or what do you want to be when you grow up? Kind of bullshit. I was always like, the problem is you go to school and you're too young, dumb, don't know shit, haven't experienced shit to really find out what you really want to do in life. And when I got through school, it was a miracle. It was an absolute miracle, no joke. I remember the state trooper trying to hold my mom back. She was wearing like this orange dress or whatever, I don't know. And he was trying to hold her back because she was screaming at the top of her lungs, just screaming. And when I got my degree from Ohio State, that was Ohio State University because they didn't pay the 20 million to have it called like some private shit they have now. It's called the Ohio State University. Yeah, $20 million. Thanks. Yeah, alumni nothing. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I got the degree and I just ran with it. I just ran with it. I was told in high school I wasn't going to do anything, but I wasn't accomplish anything. By actually a teacher, Mr. Hudak, actually in geometry. But we gave him hell all the time. It's basic geometry. And and he said, oh, you guys aren't going to do anything. You're not going to go anywhere in your lives, everything else, because we were not on the college path, quote unquote. Because basic geometry as a senior was, people are taking calculus too and shit and everything else because they're going on to college and have careers and shit. What do you want to do with your life? Still to this day, it scares me, unfortunately. They're just so unknown. It's kind of still so unknown. I love doing what I'm doing right now. Could I make a career or something out of it? I have no clue. I have no clue. You guys know me. I don't have a fucking plan for shit. One thing I planned for my whole life. I was 16 years old. I got C's and D's in winter quarter. No, this is before winter quarter. Before we got the grades. I saved it for one thing in my life. American Eagle leather jacket. It was $250. It was cool as shit. The zipper was crap right from the get go. The zipper was complete crap. But I walked in after I bought it. I got my paycheck and I just bought it. It was before the grades came out. It was right around like Hanukkah and stuff. And I remember taking it out of the Bonneville, and it was still in the plastic. It was from American Eagle, so it was really nice and everything. And it was heavier than shit. It probably weighed 20 pounds, 25 pounds. No joke. And I brought it in and I showed my parents. And I'm like, okay, Mom and Dad, you know what? My grades are going to suck this year, whatever, C's and D's, whatever. And I saw what I wanted for Hanukkah, and I bought it with my paycheck, and I'm going to take it upstairs. It's exactly what I did. So my dad's reading the paper. My mom's doing a crossword. And my mom's like, what did your son just say? And my dad's like, I think he said something about a leather coat. His grades are going to be shitty. And he went upstairs with it. My mom goes, yeah, that's what I thought I heard. Love that coat. I used to hand that coat off to my sister in Southview because our so-called modern school, the air conditioner was always full blast in the winter and never working in the summer. So I just hand it to her. I'd hand it to her in the hallway. And she'd wear it. And she probably still has it to this day. But that was the only thing I've ever planned for in life. I don't know why. That was the only thing I saved for. That was the only thing I ever planned for. So when people say, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to be? Who the fuck knows? Who knows anymore? Seriously, right now, really, who knows anymore? I mean, people are all crazy about, lose your job, not lose, have a job during COVID and all that shit. That's my life. COVID, I've done COVID ever since I started getting jobs. That's just me. That's how I roll. I'm a chameleon. I roll with what I can roll with, and pull a rabbit out of a hat most of the times. But yep. What do you want to do with your life? Nothing has brought me fear like those words. To this day. When I lost my job, I didn't want to tell my mom because she was so happy I had a job. I was so fucking happy I had a job. Man, it was a screwed up situation. I understand that, but it was holding everything together. It really was holding everything together. It was paying my bills. It was giving me something to focus on. Like all the other stuff. We're not going to go into it though, but you know what I mean. And I'm glad I'm doing this because this has given me something to focus on as well. And I was just thinking about it. Otherwise, I used to just sit and look at jobs, apply, look at jobs, call, email, and ad nauseum. And it was like, I get burned out. Or I do the work market field nation thing, and I was constantly trying to bid on jobs, bid on work, and I would live and die by the jobs if I got them or not. Can't live like that. I can't live like that. Too old to live like that. Just too old. I'm not resilient like I used to be. Not as resilient as not resilient, just not as steadfast, I guess you could say. I'm tired. I get tired. I kind of chew myself out for taking a nap, but it's 30 degrees outside. I'm doing all this mental work and shit, and it's mentally straining, But yep. Still we don't have a clue. I don't understand. Like I said, college is too soon to decide all that bullshit. My sister picked my degree, so I got out of school. I like journalism, but I really didn't do good in journalism. And then there were sequences, and I was 2.5 years in Ohio State. It's probably 15 or $17,000 in debt already. Get a shit or get off the pot. I was still in University College. My sister Renee's like, criminology, you'll love it. That's it. Tomorrow, University College, you go tell them. You want to change to social and behavioral sciences. That's what I did. Professor thought, oh, you're going to go to grad school. You're such a good student, blah, blah, blah. And I was a good student. I liked writing papers. I liked theory. I liked research. I mean, it was very not easy for me, but I could understand it. I could grasp it. It wasn't math or science or something else with math. And he's like, oh, so when are you gonna apply for grad school? I'll write up a letter for you. I was like, the hell I am. I'm getting my ass out of here because I am completely run out of money, completely run out of time, and I was completely burned out. Yeah, he thought I was going to go to grad school. Anyhow, well, I just want to give you a little background on the things I fear the most is what do you want to do with your life? To this day. It's such a lucid question. It's still a lucid question. Maybe, I'll leave you with one thing. Maybe in the future, when they put chips in our heads and all this other bullshit, they can diagnose like our brain capacity or whatever and say, okay, you would have made a good. That's what I was thinking today in the shower. I don't know why. I put on cold and I was thinking maybe in the future people don't have to go through all this bullshit of trying to find out what they want in life and what their purpose is. And I don't have any problem really a purpose, but like what if they have to have an occupation unless, are we just like Shangri-La and no one's making money and we don't need that because everybody has a, social income or whatever the bullshit they want to push. You own nothing and you'll be happy kind of thing. New World Agenda. Maybe, okay, your DNA or your genetics is good for this. It's good for that. But how do you know if you don't try? How did I know if, and I'll talk about this because I think it's one of the most impactful things that I have done during my life. It was the TMC flatbed trucking. And it's almost been like a year, so I am going to rehash that and write about it again. It's still impactful to me. It's as impactful to me as when I ran a 7:45 mile and I passed. No, a 7:30 mile and I passed when I was a sophomore in high school. And I have never done it again. And that's as impactful as what I did last year for myself. That's what probably gave me still the grit and the grind of what I still try to do today. It showed me I was worth something. Even though I washed out, it showed me I was worth something. I still like to do it. I don't know if I'm doing the sleep and the driving and staying awake, but I still wanted to do it. There's just something about that Mack truck. I'm sorry, Peter Pill truck and the chrome, the black, and the stacks and the lights and pulling, listen to it. Oh my God, it's so much fun. Shit. Anyhow, it's neither here nor there. I just wanted to rehash with you what the words were that always have scared me. Illogical fear, most likely. If you live my life, it's not logical fear though. It's always been. It's always been right back there. Always, 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 always. And I get shivers right now talking about it because it is the thing that's is my skeleton closet, whatever you want to call it. You know, you want to call it a demon, call it a demon. I mean, I'm supposed to say that, but yep, yep. All right, that's it for this one. I think it's like 1:45 now. Um, I know I should be getting tired somehow, but that ain't happening. So anyhow, that's it from the trap house. I'm sorry, former trap house. It's all crystal meth and fentanyl free now because the dog sniffed through the whole damn thing. I gotta love my life, man. All right, that's about it. Try to do something good for humanity. Try to do something good for someone else. Do if we all do a little something, it'll make everything, much better. And as a collective, we can actually improve things greatly. That's what I like to think. Okay, that's it. Bye.